welcome back, guys, to the Now Girl
Welcome back.
podcast. Today, y'all, we're gonna be talking about our natural hair journeys. But before
hmm
we do that, Lauren, tell them what you gotta tell them.
Welcome back, y'all. So, our Now Girl moment of the week. We have a special thing for y'all. We made a bonus episode. So, go ahead and head over there. We're going to talk about the new movie that's on Netflix. You people, go ahead and get that quick little listen and pop back over here and we'll talk about our natural hair stuff.
All right, y'all, and we finally got a name for our little segment, our Now Girl moment of the week. And if y'all been listening to the other episodes, which you should, you know that in that little segment we talk about all things pop culture and just everything. So yeah, go listen to that bonus episode. But today, y'all, we are going to be diving into our natural hair journeys, which I think is going to be a good episode, an
Really be a good
eye-opening
episode.
episode. And I think it's just cool to talk about our own individual journeys with our natural hair. So first, Lauren is going to tell you guys about her natural hair journey and all that good stuff. So go ahead, girl.
Okay, let's see. When would I consider my full natural hair journey? So, middle school. No, yeah, well, middle school. Yeah. So technically, in middle school, I wore weaves. So I didn't really know much about natural hair. My aunt at the time, and when I was in middle school, was like, "You should really go natural. Like it's just a nice way. Let your hair grow. See how natural your hair can get. How big your hair can get and how much it can grow. Blah blah blah." But at that time, like in middle school, nobody was doing it. It was not a single soul. And like when you're in middle school, you don't want to have your hair short. You want your hair long because everybody else's hair is long. It looks good. So coming my freshman year of high school, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead now and start wearing my hair naturally. So that's when everybody had that. I wouldn't say mine was like a short fro, but it was a medium. Well, actually, I'll say it was a struggle fro. It wasn't too small. It wasn't long. It was just very. I didn't know how to do it yet. Like it was one of those type of things. I didn't know how to twist it. I didn't know what products put in it. I just knew that if I put some water in it and it curled up, it would be a fro, and then I didn't have to touch it. So since then, like my freshman year till now, I've had my hair always natural. That's kind of been my whole entire thing. I've grown. I've learned how to twist my hair. One thing I still cannot do is braid my hair. We're gonna work on that. But I can twist it. I can know what products I need to use. I'm good on my maintenance type things. Like I'll go ahead and cut my hair by myself. That type of thing. I'm not a heat trained girly. Can't do that. Um, I just don't like to use it. It always just scares me when I put heat near my head because I'm afraid one, I'm gonna burn myself, and two, I'm always afraid of heat damage. Heat damage is not your friend. Okay, that's my big thing. So I've grown it out. It's a huge fro. My mom's like, "Oh, straighten it, like do a blowout, get a treatment, blah blah." And I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm just let it go." So it's still my little fro. I just took it out of a natural. I mean, I just took it out of a protective style. Yes, no, day for yesterday. So Saturday, I took it out of protective style. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I twisted it up last night, and it's been sitting there since, and I need to take it down. Need to take it down.
Well, mine's just sitting up under my bonnet currently. And yeah, y'all know from I don't know what episode it was, but we talked about how we're like lazy naturals, and we say that in the sense of like you're not gonna catch us like always doing like all these
Mm-mm.
different natural hairstyles. Like we just I don't know. I want to be that girl,
I do.
but
I always thought about being that girl, like doing like all these different things, manipulating my hair. I just
I don't. I can't. I don't have
I will
time.
put
I
it in
don't
a
like to do
high
hair.
ponytail every single day, and that's the exact same style it's going to go in for a week.
Oh yeah, my puff is what I do. But yeah, for me, my natural hair journey started in high school. Um, I've had a perm. Well, not currently, obviously, but I first got my perm when I was like 9 years old, and I begged my mom. I was like,
Girl,
"Girl, give me that perm. I
didn't
want my hair straight.
didn't we
I want my hair
all?
straight." We did, girl. Like,
We all did
girl,
that.
I
That
begged and begged and begged and begged, and luckily, my grandma, she used to be like before, like way before I was born. At my mama's day, my grandma used to have like a hair salon, like so she's a certified cosmetologist, and she did all that. So my grandma did a lot of my hairstyling, really up into this day. So my grandma did my perms and stuff, and for me, unlike a lot of other people that have like horror stories about their perms, my perms
girl, I got a horror
well.
story.
My perms took well. Like I was good. Like I would just keep getting my hair straightened for years until I became natural. And I decided in about high school, I would say 10th grade, I was like, I'm not gonna get perms anymore. So I stopped getting perms as much.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
when I got to junior year, like I think the summer before junior year, I just stopped getting perms at all, but I was still getting my hair straightened all the time. And then about midway through junior year, I decided to fully transition. So I didn't do a big chop until I believe the summer of after our freshman year in college. Because you
Mm.
remember when I first got to school, my hair was still straight.
It was.
I got
It
a blowout
was.
the whole freshman year. And actually freshman year was the first time I got my first protective style. I got box braids.
Mhm.
So I transitioned, and y'all, I might post some pictures on our Instagram page of us like in our early natural hair days. But I
Girl.
transitioned for like I said, like about a year, and I would like obviously you know when your hair transition is like half straight, half poofy.
Yep.
But I was cute. I literally got pictures like I was like doing braid outs to kind of get it a little
Mhm.
wavy. It
Mhm.
wasn't my real texture, but it was wavy. I don't know if you remember me in school. Like I used to do that a lot, like towards the end of senior year. And then when I got to college, I said, "Baby, I cannot go up at these folks'
Trying to
school."
do that. Yes.
So I decided to get my hair straightened, and then I got, like I
You
said,
got
my first.
crochet. I got
No, not
braids
yet.
in my. Oh, I got
I didn't
braids
get
in my
crochet
first time.
first. I didn't get crochets first. I got regular box braids for the first ever time.
Mhm.
And I was a crochet girly. I wasn't the one with the big ones though, but I was a crochet girly like when crochet was really, really popular. So that's
Mhm.
what I would get to. But yeah, that's kind of how I started. And then our the year after summer after our freshman year, I remember this clear as day. I think if I have the picture, I'll post
Mm.
it. But I decided that I wanted to just cut all of the rest of the straight ends off. So my grandma actually
Mhm.
did it for me. It was so cute, and I got a picture because I was working at McDonald's at the time. And girl,
Girl, those your best days. Those are your best days.
oh my god, I hated that job with passion so much. Like I hated that
Girl,
job.
when
I don't
I
even know
remember
why.
pulling up, seeing that Denny at work, and this girl was running two lines at one time.
Girl, I was doing the
She would be
thing.
at the first window, then run to the second window. I'm like, what are you doing?
Girl, once I got to good at what I was doing, listen, second window was my thing. So shout out to all my girls that do second window. My manager would put me in there because I kept the times down because I got that good memory. And I used to,
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I did a big chop. Then I have a picture, and my hair was so cute. So I've been natural 100% ever since then.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do put heat in my hair, not as much anymore, but I've definitely
Mm-hmm.
got my hair straightened. I don't straighten my hair more than once a year. I think
Girl,
the most I've done in 1 year is twice since I became fully natural. But
girl,
I
like
don't.
my first time doing like getting my hair straightened was this past summer, and
Yeah.
when I tell y'all that was a very horrible experience for me. Like it was. Oh my, I was so mad. Like you remember, I FaceTimed Denny, y'all, as soon as I got out the shop. She's like, "Oh my gosh, your hair looks so good. It was brown. It was like down to my shoulders." She came up to see me the next day. It was puffed.
I
It
said,
was
what
like,
happened?
and I'm looking at her like, I really don't know. It looks so bad. It literally looked like how in the world does overnight it change that much?
Girl, I told her like I've got my hair straightened in the past. I would say 2 or 3 years by two different people. One girl, my hair don't never revert like how Lawrence did because I have
Girl.
really really thick hair, so it's a lot for any stylist to do my hair. So they really do a good job of getting it bone straight. But every stylist I have went to that's done my particular hair, I get a hot comb to the roots because that's the only
Girl,
way
and that's the thing is,
them roots
did
gonna
do that to
stay.
mine. And then I realized that something was going on with the girl's cosmetology license. So,
Yeah, girl. But
um,
we have our natural
okay.
hair ups and downs.
Mhm.
But yeah, y'all, that's kind of like a little summary of like our journeys to becoming natural. And now in
Yep.
2023, we're both fully natural. Been fully natural for years. So
Mhm.
yeah. So have you ever thought about going back to relaxers like at any point through your journey?
Um, no, but I do think as I get older, maybe going back to it. Like because okay, I will say it like when I put on wigs or like when I do like braids and I have long hair or something like that, I'm like, "Ooh, you look so mature." I feel like sometimes
Right.
with my natural hair, I look young,
Mm-hmm.
like very young, like high school young. So, like when I wear a wig or something like that, I'm like, "Oh, I look older, mature." But then the same thing is about like I'm also afraid of heat damage. Like I watched this one girl on YouTube. She had been a natural girl all her well pretty much kind of same timeline we did. She's been a natural girl and then recently she's married and she's 30 now. And she's decided to transition back to being a relaxed girl. She's got her relaxer in and she's keeping up, or either she's done a blowout, I can't remember, but she's keeping up now with just like heat training her hair, making sure it's straight. So she washed her hair like a couple weeks ago and she's noticing now that her hair is like some of it's reverting and the other half of it's just like bone straight. And she's like, yeah, this is heat damage. So she's kind of like going through one of those things. But you know, you are going to have a transition in your life where you want it to be bone straight and then you want it to be
Mm-hmm.
curly. I just know that with my hair, because I have 4C hair, I can't be flipping back and forth like that. I don't have the luxury of being like, oh, today I want it to be straight. Tomorrow it's going to be curly. I can't do that. It's going to be one, either or for a long amount of time.
Yeah.
You know, and then people always say, you know, you spend more money on natural hair products, which is very true. That
It
is very
depends,
true.
cause it depends. It depends.
Girl, I
Now
just bought some
blowouts back
new.
in the day, but blowouts back in the day, I used to go get a perm and get a blowout and all that good stuff. Back in the days, like high school days, middle school days, you would get $55, $45. Like,
Girl, I think I paid the girl. She had it on sale for 75, and she originally charged us 100, which is another thing we gotta talk about. Prices. Why in the
yes,
world
yes.
are we charging $200 for box braids when I gotta come in with my hair washed and blow dried? $200 should
Girl,
include a wash and blow dry, but I digress.
I go to the hood stylist. I don't know if y'all like me, but I go to the hood stylist. Now I haven't got no. I did get braids. The last picture style I had was when I was pregnant. I decided that I did not want to be up in the people's hospital looking crazy with my hair just matted and stuck together. So I went and got knotless braids for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
but I got it done at the actual shop, like with But
Mm-hmm.
before then, I go to the hood stylist, and hood stylist, if y'all don't know, if y'all like, not
Girl, them
with it,
braids be lasting.
hood stylist is a stylist that don't have no shop typically, and they don't really have a license, but they do really good work. So before, like I had this girl when I was in college, back in my hometown actually, and she would come like to my grandma's house, and do my hair. This was when I was getting crochet like heavy, and she did me regular box braid too once, I believe. But this is the days before knotless, y'all. We older. I keep telling y'all, we done
Mm-hmm.
got old now. Like this is when
We should,
crochet
because I
was
mean, like honestly, like if you really
fresh.
look at it, like from when we started college, like 20, I said 2025, Lord Jesus, 2015. If you look at it, like how far braids have come, we were
Mm-hmm.
really in the beginning stages of like knowing what the heck braids were doing. Like
Yeah,
box braids was the go to. Now we got knotless, and now there's apparently a trend on TikTok called like the loose braid. I don't know if you've seen it, girl. So instead of you like regular braiding, you kind of like you have more space. So it's a
mm-hmm.
looser type box braid. It's
I saw that.
really
I saw
weird.
somebody do that. Yeah.
It's really weird.
So yeah, me personally, I think about going back to relaxer and getting a relaxer all the time. And here's why. Like you said, like I feel like when I wear my natural hair sometimes, it
Mhm.
like instead of aging me, it like
Mhm.
decreases my
You
age.
feel,
And I
mhm.
do feel confident with my natural hair because don't get me wrong, my natural hair has definitely came a long way.
It's
Like
cute. I like my
I'm
stuff.
my hair was never like super short, y'all, but I'm used to like having straight hair down my back. So when I went natural and it was at my not at my ear, but it was, short, I was like, this ain't it.
Mhm.
But
Nope,
I gave it
girl.
time.
Because at first, when your hair is short, you're like, I'm not going outside like this.
Right.
Like,
And I didn't even do like
mm-mm.
a big chop. Like I cut only like some
I
inches
probably cut
off
like
when
a,
I
inch or
transitioned.
two. And girl, I remember at sitting at the shop, like when I finally took my, like when I was done with my weave, my hairstylist was like, well, I've looked at it and like there's like a tiny bit amount perm left in your hair. Either we can cut it off or you can grow, like you can keep it in your hair and just let it grow, but you're still at some point, you got to cut it out. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just go ahead and cut it. Mind you, there was a woman who was much older than me. She had to cut out maybe like 2 to 3 in like not even that. She maybe had to cut out like 4 inches, and that girl's over there weeping, crying. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what is wrong? Like, but then like kind of like now realizing it, like you don't want your hair short. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to think
Yeah, like
about,
you have an attachment to your hair, especially like
yeah,
for me, like I didn't cry or nothing because it's something I wanted to do, but I definitely went through
yeah,
a period. Like it, I will say now I'm more comfortable with the length of my hair because it's been so long and my hair is growing a lot. And the last time I straightened my hair is like my goal
hmm
always has been like bra strap length. And last
hmm
time I straightened my hair, I was probably about an inch or so away from that, which is really good. And I haven't
hmm
straightened my hair in 2 years now,
hmm
so even though I'm a lazy natural, this hair is
I
healthy.
think it's doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And I
She's
know
healthy.
the girl
She's
told she told me, she was like, you don't, which is one thing she's right about. She's like, you don't have to straighten your hair to see how long you got or to know where you need to cut at. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're very true on that. But I just don't feel like putting heat to my hair every so often. So I do think that my new goal for 2030, I said 2013. Where am I coming up with these years from?
I don't know. We're not going
20
back. We're going forward. Cause
in 2023. One of my new goals is to to like maybe like every twice a year. So maybe I'll say in 6 months. So like in June, to blow it out. Not like a full straight dip, but like maybe like blow dry it out, cut off my
mm,
dead M, cut off my little dead M's, give myself a little trim, and then keep going. So it's not like a full
yeah.
blowout. It's just like it's a blow dry type deal.
I used to blow dry my hair a lot. Like obviously when I used to get my braids and stuff. Like I said, I got really thick
Mhm.
hair and I have to blow dry it out. Like I have to like I wouldn't want to do my own hair if it's not blow dried out. Like I know some people
Mhm.
don't blow dry their hair out when they get protective styles, but I definitely do. But my goal for 2023, like kind of like similar to yours, like, but I want to do more stuff with my hair. Like
Mhm.
this is a full transparency moment, okay? I'm being
Moment.
fully real. Now,
Mhm.
I told y'all in one of the other episodes that I felt like I was going through some sort of depression once we graduated college, which was in 2019. And y'all know the pandemic hit and all that good stuff. So it's been a lot. A lot of stuff has happened in our real adult years.
Mhm.
And it feels like it's been 15 years, but it's only been like four.
You said it's
Going
been
on.
15.
Girl, I feel like it's,
You feel older.
I lost myself.
Mhm.
And I think it has to do with a lot of like just life in general. And then like your finances is different when you become a full blown adult for real, for real.
Mhm.
Like when I was college and when I was in college, like, oh, FYI, y'all, I am a full blown daddy's girl. I'm my dad's only child. So like I'm very spoiled when it comes to my dad. So my dad used to get my hair done every time we would go home for break. Like throughout my life, really, my dad and my grandma on like his side, his mom and
Mhm.
him were like in charge of like my hair when I used to go get done at a salon. So like my grandma would always pay for my hair to get straightened every 2 weeks. I used to go faithfully. So when I started going natural and getting protective styles, every break we had, I stayed with a
Mhm.
new style.
Mhm.
I stayed with a new style. So I was getting crochets. I was getting my hair straightened. Like I kept up with my hair and my appearance so much when I was in college. Like I got sew-ins in them last 2 years of college. So like, I feel like I don't do any of those things now, and I don't do any of those things now. So like, I feel like I lost myself, but that's my goal. Like to do more with my hair. Like you said, like I just throw my hair up in a puff, and when I'm at home for days on at a time, like if I'm not doing nothing or going anywhere, like my hair is in my scarf and in my bonnet, and I'm trying to get
Mhm.
out of that. Like I let myself. It's a lot that goes into it. Like but I just want to do more with it because
Yeah.
it is. I kept saying like, oh, when it gets to this length, I'm gonna do this, and like I'm at my length that I,
Mhm.
I obviously I wanted to grow more, but I'm at my goal length now, so I don't really have no excuses. So I need to really do better. Like I really do need to do better, like with my hair maintenance and like everything. But it be hard, y'all. Life just hit me hard. Like we got to do an episode on freaking postgraduate like depression and that life after you graduate, because it hit you like a ton of bricks.
Mhm.
Like you start being responsible for more stuff. Like you trying to figure out what you want to do, who you want to be, and I'm still trying to figure out who I want to be and what I want to do.
Mhm.
It's years
Mhm.
later, so like yeah, that's one of my goals too. Like I just want to do more of my hair and feel more confident. Like I feel like your hair gives you confidence. Like no matter
Yep.
how what you do with it, if you put in the effort in and you like it, like when you look, like sometimes, not all the time, like if my hair just not done, like I just feel so like down. Like I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to
Girl.
take pictures.
Especially,
Like
I will tell you one hairstyle that makes me feel like that. And most people, some people can do it and look good with it, but I can't. Wash and goes. I cannot walk out the house like that. I
see,
cannot
that's all
because
I do now. I don't
my
do nothing
shrinkage,
else.
my shrinkage, like it will shrink it up to where it's like this big. Like I don't know. You can see it's about like a what's this, like 2 3 inches. It shrinks to where it's so small, but you pull it out, it's like down to like below my chin. But like I think I've realized that when I do wash and goes, if I ever do a wash and go, I need to use some gel. So I got some Aunt Jackie's. Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink gel. I think that's her. I got some of that. So I'm gonna try to use that on one of my wash and goes, and I'll report back and let y'all know how that goes.
That's all I do now is washing goods. I don't twist my hair, or
Yeah,
first of
see.
all, don't nobody got time to do that. I keep
I
telling
I
y'all,
twist I twist my hair. I will. That's one thing I will
like,
do.
no, cause y'all, I'm describing this to y'all, and if y'all are like friends or family members of ours that know us and like know what we're talking about with our hair, my hair is extremely thick. Lauren can attest to this. Now, me twisting my hair takes me, it's faster now because I've learned my hair more and my hair cooperates, but I don't do that often. The only time I will twist my hair or do something like that is if I'm gonna put a wig on, and I would throw a headband wig on in a minute.
Embarrassing. Girl, I don't know
The
where my
headband
headband.
wigs.
I was trying to wear my headband wig today because y'all I took a mental health day off of work. But I was trying to find my headband wig and I can't find it. I nearly
Girl, I
cried.
got I got three headband wigs, y'all, and
Nearly cried. I don't
we
know where's that.
we y'all, we're gonna do a YouTube video probably like on my channel. Y'all follow me, subscribe. It's Denny Price on YouTube. I'll be the
Gotta
first one to
spell it
pop
out.
up. You'll know it's me. It's DENNYPRICE. That's me. You'll see.
Uh-uh.
But we want to learn how to lay
Not you
wigs
tried
like
to
for real, for
rhyme.
real.
Oh my gosh.
We want to learn how to like lay wigs like for real, for real. Like I
Yeah.
just use the headband wigs, which I just want to learn these things just like
You
in
know,
case I
like have
need
like
to.
tools in your back pocket that you already know how to use. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like my thing is the pandemic taught me like I started doing my own nails at home, which I don't be wearing nails like that anymore. But that's why I need to start
Girl,
back. Like I need to start back to
you
myself.
was a nail like I mean every Saturday during college we was up in the nail shop. And I don't do nails like that. Okay?
Right.
I don't do nails
I
like that.
am like that's what
Denny
I'm
would be like,
saying.
I'm more of a like, I'll get a shellac. If I'm going somewhere fancy, I'll get my nails done. Denny, on the other hand, she had her nails done every week.
I'm
It
a
was a new
nail
set every week.
because I was that girl at the time. That was my that girl era for me when I was in college. Like my mom used to get her nails done all the time. So like when I got to high school, when she like let me for real for get my nails done, like senior year,
Okay, I just
my
never had
people
it
was
done.
seeing me every 2 weeks. I was coming in there.
You sure
My
was?
mama would go during the day when she off work. Whenever she off work,
Mhm.
I would be going Fridays after school.
Oh
I'm
my
going
gosh.
to get my nails done. Like, but
I
I
will
started.
say, I will say, like in my last my last couple months of college, I did go get my nails done every 2 weeks. Like, and that lady did know my name, and I was like, oh, she would see me be like, "Oh, sit down." I said, "Yes, ma'am, gladly."
Period. And I had to go
Gladly.
to a couple of nail shops in college so I got the right one. But
Hmm.
I found my people the
Which one
last
did you find? Did you like
year.
the one near Walmart?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
The
And
one
see,
downtown made all my nails popped off in like a
I
couple
remember
days,
that.
and I
I
was
remember
like,
that. Did not like them.
never again. I
They
got
messed my shape up. They gave me like this old lady almond shape.
I used to get every shape in the book, depending on what day I felt every type of color in the book. Like I was a nail girl, but the pandemic taught me, which y'all can go check out my nail video on my YouTube channel as well with my little nail kit. But I started doing my own stuff at home because I'm like, first of all, we don't know where the world is going. Two, you cannot trust these people sometimes. Like people will book an appointment
And then not show up.
and not show up or whatever. So I started like doing stuff myself, but that's also one of my goals too, to like learn how to do my hair more. Like we
Hmm.
have our headband wigs. I can put the headband wig on, but I want a full lace wig to really put on and really
And
lay
baby
myself.
hairs and all that.
Yeah, like I'm trying to just get back to where I was. Not, I mean, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say get back to where I was. I'm gonna say get
You're trying
to
to find a new you.
the new
Because, I
me.
mean,
Like I'm old now. I'm not
you're
gonna
not
like the same
old.
things I like. I'm older.
You said I'm old
I'm
now.
older than I was. Like I'm not gonna like the
Yes.
same things. Like I don't like the same things. Like I have so much stuff in my house right now that we bought when we first moved
Hmm.
here, and I'm just like, ew,
Not
this is not
ew.
my style anymore. So I'm just trying to
Not
find
ew. What don't you like anymore?
like
Now I'm curious.
it's like the furniture
Okay.
sometimes. Like
I
I
mean,
didn't
y'all,
really
go ahead.
I didn't really decorate in here like that. I had some decorations and I took some down and just like the way I got my desk set up, like my kitchen, girl, it's so crazy. My kitchen utensils
Mm,
are driving me insane. Which we have some new stuff that we're getting in to try to
hmm.
spruce up the place. But it's just like a lot of things that I liked even 2 years ago. Like it's like crazy. Like I know I say this a lot, and y'all gonna hear it a lot. Y'all gonna hear it because this is me. After I had my son, I'm a whole different person. I'm the same, but a new version of me. Like certain things I don't like anymore. Certain things I don't want to do. Like I used to get long nails. I don't care for long nails anymore.
Hmm.
That's not my vibe
I will
anymore.
say I like the little. I have become a, like, is it a squoval type person? Like where it's like a square but it's oval. I think I like the oval shape.
I'm
I
square
am.
all day now, baby. I used to get stiletto. I used to get all sorts of shapes, but now I'm a square girl. But I like a little length to it. I don't like it super long, but I don't like it super short. I like a nice, good length to it. Like the last time I went to the nail shop was a couple months ago, and I got square. Like I like the way it looks on me. Like
Mhm.
it's something about a square that just made me feel
Grown.
mature.
But girl, we're gonna have to add that to our mature and grown, like a podcast episode. Talk about how we feel
Yes,
mature. Because girl, we didn't went off the rails with this nail
like
topic.
right,
I was like, what are
like
we talking about? So back to the question.
right.
Back to our question we were talking about with our natural hair. Because woo, girl. Where are we at? Our favorite. Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about, like, are you comfortable wearing your natural hair in your workplace?
Well, when I was actually in a full blown
So,
workplace,
all right. So let me ask the question again. Are you comfortable wearing your hair in any workplace, at home, out? Well, for you, like out to town, to doctor's office for Ducey. Like, are you comfortable
I've
wearing it there?
I've grown more comfortable, but like when I first got out of school, which I'll tell this. When I first got out of school, um, the pandemic hit us really hard, so a lot of companies were closed down, a lot of stuff. So I ended up working at a school. So I was working at a
Mhm.
school, which those 2 years I was there was definitely an experience. I won't do it again.
She loved every
Um,
minute of it.
no,
Every minute of it.
won't do it
Every minute
again.
of it she loved.
But when I was there, like it was a lot of black people there, and a lot of the other teachers wore their natural hair, sorta. Um, but it was my last year there. It was a new teacher, and she wore her natural hair out all the time. Like, and I always wore my
Mhm.
natural hair because that's all I had. I didn't. I wasn't.
That's all I had.
But I wouldn't wear my hair in a puff. I would always do like a low bun
Hmm.
to the best of my ability. My hair thick. I tried my best. I would do
Mm-hmm.
a little bun. I'll put my little headband. You know my little headband I wear. I'll put my little
Child,
headband
those
on, put
old
my hair in a
faithful for
little bun. I'll do like a very low like ponytail puff type thing.
her.
But
Mm-hmm.
wearing my hair in my puff, which I that's my favorite hairstyle personally, my puff, because I like that it shows off my length. And I
Mm-hmm.
just like the way it looks. Now sometimes my puff ain't puffing and I'm gonna still wear it when it ain't puffing.
I
But
know, because
it's
like I
been
feel like it
times
gets
where my
flat in
puff
the back.
puffs. Right, like but I had to grow more comfortable when I was there, and I did end up wearing it in a puff a couple of times. And now that I like am basically, I hate to say this, I'm a stay at home mom now, guys. And the fact that I said that is crazy because I never would have thought.
Mm-hmm.
I do freelance, so yeah, but I'm at home. But with my freelancing stuff, like I don't really feel like I shouldn't wear my natural hair. But it's like a level of like I don't know. Like I like to when I do interviews and stuff, or I'm talking to somebody before like they really know me. I try to do like a neutral hairstyle before I pull out the puff. Like if I'm on
Mm-hmm.
an interview, I'll do like a low bun,
Mm-hmm.
or I put my wig on or something.
Yes,
Even
I
though that's,
definitely
I feel
feel
like
that way.
that's kind of
It's
conforming, and you're kind of, but I think
yeah
that's just one of the struggles as Black women that we go through, that we have to kind of learn to
to
not
adapt.
feel like that, but it is
Yeah,
like that. I'm gonna be honest, like so. And then after a little bit, I might pull out my puff. I said pull out my puff,
cause
like
like
I
you
just
sound
put it
like
on.
you got a ponytail. You
Right,
got
like
a
I would
ponytail. You got
just like wear it and stuff. So
Girl, see, I'm
yeah,
different. I wear my hair natural 24/7. Like I am at work with a puff, at work with a low bun, at work just doing like I have it out 24/7, which is why I say that with my hair, it makes me look younger because people perceive me as like a high school kid because my hair is in a puff, which ain't bad when people think you're younger. But at the same point in time, sometimes workplaces don't take natural hair that seriously. Like they kind of look at
hmm
you as like lesser because your hair is not straight or it's not conformed to the way that they like it. Luckily, I don't work in one of those school districts that happens in, but I know for a fact there are other school districts, or I mean other even places out there that say you have to have your hair straight. That's the only way we want it. Sorry if you don't like it, or like you can't have. I think the military just got something to do with locks or something. Like what's it called? It's a natural hair bill they're trying to pass or something.
the
They're
Crown
trying.
Act.
Yeah, the
Is it the
Crown
Crown
Act. They're
Act?
trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're trying to get it passed, and it hasn't been passed just yet. But I mean, like it's workplace, discrimination that you're telling me I can't wear my hair in the natural state it comes in. Like, hello.
Right.
So I wear
Right.
my hair. I wear my hair 99%. Well, actually, I will take that back because I just took it out of her. Okay, either I have my hair in a natural protective style, where it's in braids, or it's in I'll put it in like faux locks, or I'll do passion twists, and then the other times it is out natural 24/7.
Yeah, I feel like the natural hair in the workplace is always gonna be a tricky
Mm-hmm.
subject for some people, because it's like
Yep.
it's just hard, like, and that kind of goes back to like really embracing your natural hair yourself. Like that goes back to your confidence level. Like I would say at this point in my life, I'm like 85% confident with my natural hair. I ain't gonna lie and say I'm like 100%, like
I'm
I'm that
saying,
girl that's gonna be
yeah,
like
no,
natural hair all day.
girl.
But I'm like 85%. So like I'm getting there more and more each day. But like I said, I feel like once I just actually dedicate the time to like
Mm-hmm.
really do my hair and, make myself feel
Mm-hmm.
confident in myself. We and Lauren talk about this all the time, but we always say we have not had our glow up. And what we mean is I feel like now more than ever, I don't think we've really stepped into our full grown woman era.
You know how like, and I'll even say it like it also comes with us being like both introverted extrovert type people, where
Mm-hmm.
like we prefer just to stay in, like we don't go out. Like we're 25,
Mm-hmm.
we don't go out like crazy. Number one, I don't live in a city where I can like step out like that. Denny
Yeah.
lives near a big city where she can step out like that, but she has a responsibility. She's a wife, and she's a mother. You ain't stepping out, okay? That late at night when you've been with a baby all day and you tired, okay? You're not doing
Right.
that. You're not
Right.
doing that. So it comes with stuff. Now, do I want
Yeah.
to? Yeah, sure. But like, you gotta find the time and place. You gotta figure out who you're going with, and then by the time you plan all that stuff, it just becomes a big, oh,
All
are we really
right.
doing
We're
it?
trying though. We have talked I literally told Lauren yesterday, I think. I'm like, girl, we need to like go out, like do something. Like I want us to do a photo shoot for the podcast, like get some brand pictures for us. Like I want to do much more like just stuff. Like I told y'all, like I'm so serious. Like y'all, it took me until a couple months ago to realize that I think I was in a depression. Like my
Hmm.
anxiety was through the roof. I did not feel like myself. And then after all the pandemic and stuff, and I had a lot of different changes. Like y'all, I was supposed to have this whole gigantic wedding, which I will probably
Hmm.
do a whole episode on my
Yeah.
wedding disaster. But we didn't end up having
Yeah.
our wedding for a whole bunch of reasons, which crushed my soul. So it was that, and then I got pregnant too. So it was like it was so much. So I literally lost myself. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like, I lost myself. But now I've gotten back. My hormones have balanced out. So
Yeah. I
I'm
just
back
think,
to me.
I think for you, I know, I know. Look, we going on top again, but y'all gotta realize this is how we just talk. All right,
So we are.
but I think for that year of like when COVID hit, because it was 2019, and we were planning on getting married. What? Not that.
No, it
It's that
COVID.
coming year. It was a 2020.
Yes,
You're
COVID
planning on
hit that
getting,
March of 2020, but it was rumblings about COVID 2019,
yeah, 2019.
but
That's
nobody
okay.
was taken seriously.
Yeah, so you were trying to get married November, whenever, 2020, right?
Yeah,
So I think that whole entire time it was so stressful. Like we were worried about COVID. We were worried about like you especially worried about is everybody gonna be there? That you had to switch venues to like it was
it was
it when I tell
so
y'all
much.
it was I can only imagine the stress for you because I just remember at that time in my life it being like when COVID first hit, I was teaching. It was my first year. I felt so free. I was like, oh, this is great. I didn't have school no more. I didn't have to work with kids until like August. No, I'm sorry. The kids didn't even come back into the building until like October. So like I was living my carefree life. I was having a good time, partying it up. I was make sure Danny was okay, but I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm doing great.
Right. It
But
was
like
so much,
it
like
was
so
so like coming down and like realizing like what was going on and like this couldn't happen, that couldn't happen. I was like, oh Lord. But y'all, that experience is for another time. We're gonna have to talk about
that's because that
it.
that all
we
that.
can
Mm.
see we can.
And I'll just give y'all this. To this day, I still have not had a wedding. I have a
You had
whole
a
entire wedding dress that
you
I
had
probably
a
can't fit in no more at the moment. I can't fit it.
you had well
So
you had a wedding. You had maybe like
I had a ceremony.
a ceremony because it wasn't a wedding you planned. It was just a
Mm-mm.
little, it was a ceremony. It was a ceremony where she was wearing white, Jalen was wearing black, and people were there. How about
We
that?
were there. A couple people were there. A handful of people was there.
It was good. Half and half
And
on
we
both
said
sides.
our dues. And like I told Jalen, like once we get
Girl,
to the point, like at first, after I'm done having all my kids,
girl,
okay,
you had 10 kids.
right. I just want one
Done having
more.
all my kids.
I want one more, but we'll see what
Mhm.
happens. I'm not the one to be like, oh, I need all this more stuff. Like I'm satisfied with my life now, and if the Lord
Mhm.
sees fit for me to have another baby, I will. But if not, but once I'm done with childbirth,
Mhm.
and like once we like really like get to like the best place financially,
Mhm.
because weddings are a lot, and at that time
Expensive.
it was not inflation, so like
It
money
was.
was not
I
that
mean,
funny then. Money funny now, y'all.
unless
Inflation
you're
is
really trying to
crazy.
rhyme, this is like your third rhyme of the night. I'm gonna need
I'm
you
not
to
even
stop.
trying. It's effortless. It's effortless. I want you so
Oh my
shit.
god.
But back on topic. Back on topic.
Uh huh.
So y'all, we talked about like our natural hair journeys, how we feel about our hair now, and all that stuff. So, girl, what
Mhm.
are your like favorite products, your go-to products these days? Like, what are you using?
Well, I'm a very much. I like to. kind of test the waters a little bit. I'm a very much I'm gonna try some stuff. If I don't
You
like it, I don't
do.
like it. I'll really like, I want to try this. But I can't really tell y'all like what's my favorite. I like more of like the cream, so I'll go with Aunt Jackie, Camilla Rose, and Mael. Those are my go-to. But for like when I wash my hair, it changes every time. I will say the one thing that I'm very consistent on, well, two things I'm consistent on is the Aussie, the purple bottle one. I forget what like triple, I don't know, something like that. But the purple
Mm-hmm.
bottle one, you can now find that in the black aisles because they have realized that black people also use
Yeah,
Aussie,
I noticed that when I
which
went to
is
Target the other
Target.
day.
Yeah, they put
I
it in the
was like,
black people. I was like, that is, well, I shouldn't say
that's
black people.
interesting.
They put it in the ethnic aisle, because not only,
Right.
but they put it there. I was like, that's odd.
I
Okay,
was like, am I tripping? Like,
I said,
like
I guess they realized we ain't had that many products, because you
I
look at it, we
but
got,
you
it's weird.
but a lot of the only people I've personally seen use Aussie, because I used to use Aussie myself.
Uh huh.
The 3 minute deep conditioner thing, and they
Yep,
used to.
that thing is good,
Ooh, I haven't used it in a while, like 2 years.
girl.
But
I will say,
I've only seen like black people use that, but it's definitely a
hmm
white hair brand. But
company,
when I
yeah,
saw that, I was like,
kind
have
of
they
weird.
been black owned this whole time and I'm just tripping?
Girl, no, they put it, but if you look at it, it's on a bottom shelf. Like it's not
Oh
one of those
yeah,
that you're
yeah.
like that you have to like. Oh, there's Ozzy. Like you literally have to like look
Right.
down for. It's kind of weird. Um,
Right.
I use Ozzy. Um, y'all gonna be a little upset because I know we canceled them a while back. But Shea Moisture, that the
Girl.
black castor oil one. Ooh, that
That
one.
used to be my go to. That used
That
to be
is
my go
my,
to, but
like when I take my hair out of braids or any protective style, and I need to have my scalp cleansed. Woo, child, that does it every time. It clears out any build up, any of that. It doesn't, and I leave their the condition. I leave the conditioner in to like deep condition, and it comes. My hair comes out so soft. I love that. But right now, I have kind of turned myself. What I tell you, I turned myself more to like a Mayo. Um, it's a shampoo conditioning one. It's like the Basua oil. I'm pretty sure I'm not
mm-hmm.
saying it right. 100% not saying it right. But they have a conditioning shampoo, and then after that, I use their deep conditioner, and it really has like it has that mint type of feel. So I did
Mm-hmm.
that. I washed it, and then I followed it up with the LOC method, which is the leave-in oil and conditioner. For my leave-in, I used Camilla Rose, the honeydew. Um, I think it's a spray. I normally use like the creamier one, but I couldn't find it. I ran out. My oil, of course, I use my mayo drops, my little rosemary mint, and also like for the shampoo and conditioner that I use, it kind of had that mint feel, so it leaves your scalp feeling like really fresh and like it's clean. I use the mayo drops in it. Then after that, I followed it up with the mayo rosemary mint again styling cream. So I twisted my hair up after that, called it a day, and it's been in a bonnet and twisted up ever since. I think I just took it down. I'm gonna sleep with it, taken down so it can get kind of rough. Pick it out with some water in the morning, and I'm done.
Not sure you gave us your whole
I sure
routine.
did. I very much did. That is my routine every at least week. Like I have like, of course, like it's kind of weird. I wash my hair twice a week because I can't wash it every day or dry my hair straight out, and then I would also have to do where I have to wash it again. Um, so if I wash it midweek, I don't do that long of a process. I normally just like shampoo, conditioner, and I'm on to the next. I will twist it up, put it in 4 sections, twist it, and then keep going. But Saturdays are my wash days. That's my deep condition. I don't deep condition every single week, but that's just like that's kind of what I do.
Girl, I'm lucky if I even deep condition, and I don't. Y'all, me and Lauren have two different hair textures. One, I
Okay.
forgot to say that. Like, we are two ends, not two ends of the spectrum, but like Lauren's hair is really soft,
Hmm.
and your hair is not fine, but it's just really soft, and my hair
And
is
it,
like really thick.
I would say when I have it in, like when I straighten it, it is very fine. Like it's very thin. I wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
fragile, but it's very thin
Yeah,
type hair.
mine is just a lot. Like, I want y'all to picture y'all grandma them back in the
Mm.
'70s
With a
with they
broken comb.
froze for reals. That's me. That's more my vibe. I'm about. I would say I don't type. I type my hair. I'm type 4, but I don't put a letter on it because I'm working with a lot of different textures in my hair. But
Hmm.
for me, I do like every 2 to 3 weeks sometimes because I be having stuff to do. I be busy. But for me, my favorite products right now that I've been using for the past 2 years have been Maya's products, and it is the rosemary, not rosemary, Lord,
I didn't
the
got you saying it.
pomegranate.
Uh huh. I didn't got you saying it. Go ahead.
The pomegranate and honey. Is it pomegranate honey? Yeah,
I
the
guess so.
pomegranate and honey line, like all their products. My two favorites are the leave-in conditioner and the coil and custard. Like that's what I use. So I don't twist my hair
Mm-hmm.
anymore. I don't waste my time with all that stuff because it's too. I'm tired. It's too much, and I don't like the results that I get from that. So I like just my natural hair texture as it is, and I've come a long way. So now you
Mm-hmm.
can really see my texture. So when I actually do my hair for real,
Mm-hmm.
I wash it and I use the rosemary. I mean, Lord, why do I rosemary?
See?
The pomegranate and honey shampoo and conditioner, which I love, but right now I'm using the because I just had it in the cabinet. Beyond the Sea. No, is
Oh,
it?
you using it's like a blue one. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like that's really good too. Like the shampoo and conditioner is really good, and so yeah, that's what I use my pomegranate and honey, and I just put leave-in conditioner and my coiling sculpted custard in there, and my hair is good to go.
Go say that
I
3 times fast.
coil
See?
sculpted coil coil sculpting custard,
Uh-huh.
coil sculpting custard,
Okay, you ain't
and
had for a minute now.
I use that,
Oh my
and
gosh.
I sleep with my hair in a pineapple, and literally I will stay like that until I need to go somewhere and do it, and I call it a day, and I just live my life that way, and it's really good, and my hair stays actually really moisturized. I do have low porosity hair, so I go through some products, Sha. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have to make sure that my hair is super moisturized, and I'm very much a low porosity girl. Like I will be up under that water for a minute, and no drop of water is gonna touch my
You know,
scalp.
I think I'm more of a I give
My
myself
hair has
a
such a
balance.
hard time retaining. That's why I love the Maya products, that particular line, because that's the best. It's the best I've tried. Like I used to do Shea
Mm-hmm.
Moisture like you, but I stopped about 4 years ago.
Interesting.
No, I would say 3 years ago. I started like slowly dropping them. I used to use the Jamaican, mm,
Jamaican.
I, the Jamaican, the Jamaican black castor oil. That
You
whole
laughed at
line,
me talking about them years, and now you can't get your words straight.
right? We just all over the place. I used to use that, but I don't use that anymore. And
Mm-hmm.
like, I just hope, like, y'all, we did an episode where we talked about the Mayo controversy and all that stuff. So go check that out. I think that's episode 2. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I hope they
That
don't
was our
change their
now girl moment
products.
of the week.
Yeah, like I hope they don't change their formula and stuff. I'm really hoping, holding out. But I
Fingers
love my
crossed.
L.
You're
I
just
love my L.
scared.
Like everybody in my household use my L. My baby, he don't use my L yet, but he will.
You said everybody in my household. Mason goes like 50 people up in there.
Me and Jalen. Jalen. Now this is Jalen's success story, and I'm just gonna throw this out here. Jalen has
Mm-hmm.
really bad dandruff, and he wanted
Mm-hmm.
to grow his hair out. And I told him that he should get on the Mayo train because it works good for my hair, and I know it worked good for his.
Mm-hmm.
He tried it. He loved it. Jalen hasn't had no dandruff like that since. So Maya, she did a thing. I'm sorry,
She knew
y'all.
what
I
she
know
was
how
doing.
y'all feel, but that's my products, y'all. I love them. But those are my favorite products. So if you had to pick, what is your favorite protective style that you've ever gotten?
I would say box braids, hand down. Hands down. Nothing new
Yeah,
about that.
I like when I got box braids. Like I don't like the knotless braids. Lauren told me about these knotless braids before I even got them.
I
That
did.
the knotless
I
braids
told
don't
you.
last, but I wanted to try it, and I should have known. It's me.
They do not last.
I like traditional box braids more. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I like the way they last, but I love the way that knotless looks.
Yes.
Um,
It
I
gives you
probably
like
would get knotless in.
I told you, I said it gives you like this. It's so nice. Like it makes your hair look so soft and it's not the tension. It feels good. But then you notice like after 2, 3 weeks, your hair is kind of like fuzzy along the middle. And like, okay, I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and go get a touch up. And the girl, she did touch up. And then I noticed the back of my hair started looking like even worse. And I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and take these down because it's not flowing the way I
Yeah.
thought it would flow.
Yeah,
So, you know.
I went and got those box braids when I was about 36 weeks pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up going into labor at 38 weeks, so that's like 2 weeks time. And by the time that I got to the hospital and like was having my son, my hair didn't look bad at all, but it was definitely more puffy than I would like.
Yeah,
And
you
girl,
can't.
y'all know I had to keep them braids in when I had a newborn for like I kept them braids in for another month, I think,
You did.
because I
You got
just
to
I
go.
couldn't. Who was gonna take it out? Who was gonna do all that? Who was gonna do that? I had
Why
a
that
baby,
newborn was crying?
right?
What you gonna do?
It was just us here. So yeah, I would say for me, traditional box braids or just I'll just group all the box braids together.
Mhm.
And I used to love me a good old sewing. I ain't had no sewing in a while. And I
I
still,
haven't. I
girl,
want
I still
one.
got my wedding bundles.
Oh,
The bundles that I ordered to that I was gonna get married in. I still have them sitting here, like with the closure and everything. And I'm
girl,
just like,
you
I need
better
to find
get them.
somebody to do my hair.
I would tell
Like,
y'all if I ever change like move schools or do something like that, like I don't know for some reason I do not feel comfortable with wearing like a weave to school because I don't feel like people being like you go from like long hair one day to like real short hair the next. I don't like people doing that. I feel weird about people doing that. But I know like if I work in like an elementary school, I could like fake the kids out. You know what I'm saying? Because kids
girl,
don't be knowing.
them kids know. Them
Not
kids know.
not the kids I know around here. They would not know. So you
Yeah,
know,
them kids be like, so what happened to your hair? You
I
got
be
oh
like,
my mama got hair like that.
yeah, I be like,
Oh,
yeah,
you got
girl,
braids? Like the kids that
yeah,
I worked in the school with, they know. But yeah, I
yeah.
love me. I used to love me a good sewing. Try. I used to love me a good sewing. But I think any type of braids, I've only got box braids and crochet, but I do want to
Mm-hmm.
try more braids. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
But
figure it out.
the last question, the last topic we're gonna touch on for this is: do you think that you will remain natural forever? Like, so let's think 10 years down the line. Do you think that you will still be wanting to do your natural hair like you do
To
now?
be
Like, do you think?
35. I have kids by then. Probably not. I don't know. Cause
I
then
don't
again,
know.
in. I could pretty much see myself in just braids. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point,
Yeah,
I know how to do passion twists. Like I feel like
yeah.
my another hope for me is to learn how to do like box braids again. Like I can. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I can braid, but one thing I cannot do is braid to my scalp, which that's another thing for me. I want to learn how to actually braid to my scalp. Like I can braid regularly. I don't know how to attach the hair to the braid, but I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn.
You gonna get there. You gonna get there. Cause I don't know how to do it for real either. Like, not at all. But we gonna get there.
You'll get there.
Like for me, I honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like we was talking about earlier, I just miss my straight hair all the time because like I got my hair
Same.
straightened. I think it's been 2 years now, but when I did get my hair straightened, I think I got it straightened for the wedding. I didn't end up using my
You did. You got
bundles.
it.
I didn't
Yeah.
end up using my bundles because it was just like a little ceremony, and I just like no, this hair right here that I paid for, this got to see some people. So no, so I straightened
Yo,
my hair
I
out.
was waiting for
So
her. What it was so it. Girl, your wedding was girl.
it was so much that went on. Like
It was.
we gonna say that for another episode.
Girl,
But I
just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. I'm sorry.
oh, it was so much. It's
It was.
crazy.
It was so much for her, and then trying to make sure. I'll just say, first of all, when when you waiting on somebody to get there, and you had to come into the parking lot and be like, "Are y'all coming in?" And we're like, "Yeah." Girl, that was a hot mess.
It's
That
it
was.
was a lot, y'all. Having a wedding and planning a wedding is definitely no joke, and it is not for the weak. And it's a lot. And just know that you might lose some friends on the way. Yeah. Anyway, for me, I think that I don't know. I like I said, I miss my straight hair so much. Like I got my hair straight, like I said, 2 years ago, and well, I think it's almost three now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, girl, it was so just easy for me to just get up and go. Like all I had to do was unwrap my hair, and then once my hair gets to like that old stage where it's not as bouncy anymore, I just throw my hair in a ponytail, and it's just something about a ponytail that looks so cute on me. Like my ponytails with my straight hair looks so good, and just make me feel like just ooh, like
Mm-hmm.
it takes me back to when I was little. Like I said, y'all, I've had straight hair basically my entire childhood, for the most part. So like, I got pictures of me in my little ponytail. I love me a little ponytail. So I feel like honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and hold y'all. I might go back to straight hair when in a couple years, like just go back to straight hair full time. Like maybe not get perms though,
Mm-hmm.
but just consistently just get my hair straightened, because I also didn't mention I don't really care about heat damage that much, because my hair is really thick and it's a lot, and it takes a lot for me to get heat damage. I will say, I think the time before the last time that I got my hair straightened,
Mm-hmm.
um, I did get some heat damage, but
Mm-hmm.
at that it wasn't a lot, and then it kind of it fixed itself, so I don't have heat damage anymore. But I don't really
Mm-hmm.
care about heat damage that much. Like I went natural once, I can do it again too. Like I can grow it back too. So
Yeah.
I honestly think that I might I go I might
Girl, I thought you said I mate. I'm like, what is I mate?
I might. But y'all, this topic right here can go on, and it's so heavy. We might end up doing
Mm-hmm.
another like hair related video, you know, once we
Mm-hmm.
get y'all's feedback, because it's black hair is so it's so
It's
much that goes
diverse.
along
I
with
think
it.
it's.
So it's so much. But I'm glad we got to share our journeys with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
If you have
y'all.
a different experience than us, comment on Instagram, inbox us, let us know. We can get your story out there. You know, different things. Have
Yes.
different conversations about it.
Yes, we would love to hear from y'all. Like we like to have conversations. We like to have, you know, feedback on our episodes, all that good stuff. So like Lauren said, DM us, y'all. Follow us on Instagram at nowgirl19. That's us.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us on the TikTok. Follow us on, where else can they follow us on?
Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music,
Right.
anywhere, anywhere streaming service. The only thing we ain't got is Facebook. How about that?
Yeah, we don't have Facebook, but y'all know what to do. Make sure y'all subscribe, follow the podcast, all that good stuff. Episodes are releasing weekly. We've been very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't tell us nothing. We've been consistent.
Been
Every
consistent.
Friday, y'all been
Every
having new
Friday, dropping one,
episodes. And
and we
next
gave you
this
a
week,
bonus. Look, you get two.
right? Next week you get 2 episodes.
So about one get one free.
Right. Anyway, y'all, like we said, follow us, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.